guys, I wanted to do a little video today about something that I thought might be a little important and kind of like insightful. It's been on my mind a lot lately, especially with where I am age wise and financially, career wise, just kind of like all around. Um, so today I kind of wanted to talk about the psychology of luxury and kind of why we're all willing to pay so much for these handbags. Um, if anyone knows me or if they follow me, you kind of know that I love luxury items. I have become accustomed to purchasing and even reselling, um, and even buying from pre-love markets, luxury items, and for a pretty hefty price tag. My lowest price item might be around $1,700, and my highest price item closer to 5,000. I won't get into other high price items, but I've kind of just become accustomed to these things, right? And so, what I wanted to kind of talk about was like, why? So, from my perspective, and I mean, as we can see here, there's a lot of beautiful things that we can purchase and consume. Some I already have. Like I have a Speedy Vans Leary, which is this item here. I don't have the 30. I have the 25 Bandolieri, and I have it in Damier Ibn. It retails for about $2,000 now. This is a nice one that has a little bit of like cute tags and stickers. So this one's gonna go for a little bit more, around that 2,200 price. Um, and I've gotten a couple of things, right? I have a Neverfull, but I have it in Emprunt. This one is 3,000. Mine's retails for about 2,700. One that I'm looking at now is this Speedy Soft 30 Dark. It's 3,250. Um, Even though I feel like I am growing a bit, this is probably going to be my next purchase. And I'm not even going to say probably, it is going to be my next purchase, but we'll talk about why and how I've adjusted in order to make these larger purchases okay, especially as a single mom of two, so on and so forth. So, from my perspective, a lot of this stuff, I'm not going to say that it's necessary. It's definitely not a need, it's more of a want. And some people think it's kind of about keeping up. For me, it's never really been about keeping up. Rather, it's been about not having to recycle, not having to constantly purchase more, and not having to worry about things breaking down over time. I'm a quality person. I like to make sure that I get the most bang for my buck. Even if it's a lot of bucks, I want to get the biggest bang. I want to make sure that, it's got a good warranty. If not a warranty, that the person that produced it and the company that produced it is going to stand behind it. As I tell people all the time, I know that if something happens to any one of my 30 bags, I know. And then I could take it to Fendi, I could take it to Chanel, I could take it to Gucci, Louis Vuitton, I could take it to maybe Ferragamo, and they're gonna make sure that they do right by me because I am a loyal customer. I am spending money with their company, and I am keeping them in business, so to speak. Maybe not as much as other people, but definitely doing my part. Um, so yeah, I think the psychology behind it too. It has a lot to do with, you know, sometimes you have to build these relationships with the companies and kind of show them that I don't want to say that you're worthy of the bag because that sounds bad. Everybody's worthy, but that you are able to actually purchase. So a lot of these places get people coming in and browsing and looking, and they're not um, going to buy anything. They usually have no intent to buy. They just want to be in there. They want to see the items, right? So sometimes, I hear stories about people that are like, oh my gosh, the essays were so rude or the essays didn't help me. And I can't say that I've really run into that too much. Maybe in the beginning, but I'm just not one of those people that really pays attention to who's talking to me. You can talk to me, you can't talk to me. It doesn't really change whether or not I'm going to spend my money because for me, I'm probably so in love with the item that I've come to get and see in person that you can't stop me. You can be as rude as you want to. You can frown and take this card, take this cash. Thank you. But I've heard those stories where people have gotten really offended because SAs may not be helping them or they may not be willing to show them certain items. And I believe that's because a lot of people take the essays through the steps and they don't purchase. And for the essay, that can be a complete waste of time. That doesn't mean that they should prejudge anyone, but I do see both points, right? So I think for some of us, we like to be a part of something. So on one part, I think some people are purchasing because they want to be a part of this group that they feel is like the elite. Because we all know that luxury items are hard to obtain. They're very exclusive. They're put in a price bracket where only a certain income bracket can purchase them. So if we have these items, we feel like we're part of this group, even if we are not. Even if we are not. And I think the problem with that is it kind of keeps us separated. The more we purchase things that are outside of our reach financially, the more you kind of keep yourself in that same bubble. So I really don't encourage people to go out and buy these items if you truly cannot afford them. I feel like that is just death on your wallet, and you don't want to put death on your wallet. I feel like you really want to make sure that you are first thinking about your life and what you can and can't do. Um, and then I think for others, it's just more about the quality. How long you can have this item, how timeless. Louis Vuitton is timeless. You can wear a Louis Vuitton bag from the 70s and you can look absolutely stunning in 2025. You can wear a vintage Gucci item and look absolutely vintage Chanel, anything. You can wear your grandfather's Rolex and it's going to hit because it's classic. It's classic. And some people understand that and they value that it's a forever item. For me, I know a lot of these things are going to go to my daughters and hopefully they like them. Hopefully they're into it. At this point in time, my kids really are not, but they're young. So maybe that'll change. Um, for me and my journey, it's been very interesting. So I have a lot of pieces. I have a lot of classic pieces, ones that I think are forever pieces, and I still want more. So here's a piece that I have currently. It's the Pouchette Matisse in reverse monogram. So the Pouchette Matisse is a classic piece. The Pouchette Matisse has been around for a long time. The reverse monogram is kind of what makes it a little funky. So my version is the more, I want to call it like the rock star version of the bag. It's very lightweight. It's very versatile. I love it as a handbag, a crossbody, a shoulder bag. I mean, you can just do so many things with this bag. It's beautiful. I have tote bag, the never full. I want to say I'm the MM. I'm the MM or the PM? No, MM and GM. So I have the MM. I'm sorry. Never full MM in Emprunt. It's a black one. It's pretty cool. And I think my journey, having 30 bags, This is gorgeous. I've been really looking at these soft speedy 30s and they are just amazing. They look so good. They look so good. I mean, even this one at 3,700 is like, mm, mm, it's gorgeous. But I think for me, at this point in my journey, I've kind of gone through my phase of purchasing and purchasing and purchasing out of like the lust of the bag, the hype, the it bag, and I've kind of transitioned into my needs. I'm almost 40, so I'm getting a little older, and I'm not going out as much as I used to. And so for me, it just doesn't make sense to add on to a collection of 30 bags with more bags. I don't want to get to 50 bags and I just have 50 bags sitting around in my closet. Like, I'm getting to that point of like realizing that it's all about utilization and versatility. So, am I going to use it? Am I going to be able to use it in more than one way? Am I going to enjoy wearing it? Also, I'm looking at fabrics. I'm not buying velour anymore. I'm not buying like teddy. I'm definitely buying, leather. Um, I just canvas, but I'm just looking at, the versatility. Am I going to get the wear out of it? I don't want to get the crazy colors anymore and say, hey, eventually I'm going to pull this out on this Wednesday or this Thursday. I definitely want it to be something that I know for sure I'm going to be using at least, I don't know, at least a few times a month, because it's gotten to a point now where I'm not really using these bags. I'm not. That's not good. So, with that being said, I really want to make sure at this age in my consumerism that I'm really utilizing what I consume and that I am maximizing every dollar for my family. I am the head of my household, so I have to really start thinking about making intelligent decisions and making memories with my kids. My kids are getting older, so I want to make more memories with them and have more memorable moments. And with luxury shopping, you just become accustomed to spoiling yourself. And it's the type of spoiling that it carries over into other things. So I kind of got accustomed to at a certain point, and this is going to sound really bad, but for the last 4 years, I became accustomed to really spoiling myself on my birthday. So when I say spoiling myself, I was spending $10,000 to $15,000 every birthday for myself. I didn't throw parties. I didn't do anything memorable other than just blow that money on myself. And these days I look back and I think about the trips that I could have taken with my kids to beautiful destinations and actually had some memories and not have things sitting in the closet. And that's just the realization that I've come to. I feel like as you go through your journey, everyone's going to get to a certain place and have different ideas. And I definitely know that luxury is not going anywhere in my life. However, I want to move from loud and flashy to classic and timeless. I want to have pieces that I am enjoying on a daily basis, at least a weekly basis, that I feel like I'm really getting the value out of. And everything else I want to utilize for making memories and having special moments with my family. So I think if there's anything that I could say would be a key takeaway, it would really be, you know, it's fun to have these items, but at the end of the day, I feel like the average woman really needs maybe 5 pieces. I feel like the average woman needs 5 pieces. And when I say pieces, I mean bags, right? So if I would say, I would say they need a versatile bag. They need a bag that's going to go from day to night, that is going to be a crossbody, a fun bag, something they enjoy wearing, as well as something that's going to be handheld. I would say that they need a tote for work. This may not be the exact tote, but they need a tote. Something that you can dump all your stuff in and you can keep going. And then I would say the third bag would probably be. Let's see if we can find one on the fly. I'll go with a fun bag. A fun bag would be great. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a mini pochette or anything, but a nice cute pop of color, something different that you're not going to see all the time. I love the monogram print leather. I have something in this style. It's a little crossbody, and it's absolutely adorable. So the fun one, the tote, which would be like the carry-all, and then the versatile bag. I think then from there, I would say a work bag. This is a killer for me. The On My Side MM in this tricolor or bicolor with the monogram sides, the classic monogram sides as a work bag. This is a heavy hitter for me. Honestly, if I'm gonna go and get that soft speedy 30 this year, I might switch to this and just go here. So yeah, that On My Side MM really is an amazing work bag. And then, so let's see, we got a fun bag, a multi-purpose bag, a tote bag, and a work bag. I would say either from there, I would do a backpack because backpacks are amazing. Here's another one that I have that like is an amazing little like, I love this. It's the Alma BB in the Epi leather. I have this one in navy. Absolutely love it. Small, cute, pop of color. But let's see here. Let's see if I can find like a cute backpack. I think we only really find them in the men's section. And then that's another thing. People are really scared to like look in the men's section for some nice pieces. But you can go here and actually find some pretty cool stuff. The men have great colorways. They have great designs. And I would pick up some of these men's pieces. Yeah, so I would do either like, I don't know, like a little sling bag here. It's like a little mini backpack or a full backpack. And that's just for traveling. So I would say like either a backpack or a regular keep all. So I would do any one of these. This is beautiful right here. This Christopher MM. This is gorgeous in the water green. Gorgeous. Nice little travel backpack. Or, if you don't want to do that, I would do the classic keep all, which is any one of these. Of course, I have the classic one. But if you don't want to do these, I would do a roller bag, Look at these options. This is the one that I have here. It's the keep all bandolier in Makassar, I think it is. But I have this one. And I would either do this or a roller. So I think honestly, as an adult woman, and I'm probably going to go through my closet and sell a few items and get that beautiful, beautiful work bag. not on my side but I think those are the 5 bags you really need. You need a travel bag, a work bag, a tote bag, a multi-purpose bag, and a fun bag. That's all you need. We do not need 25, 30, 50 bags in our closet. I think it's overkill, and I think you could be doing so much more with your money. I mean, get yourself down to 5 good bags and then invest that in a brand new wardrobe. And I think honestly, that's going to be my next project for myself, and you're going to have to be here for it. So I'm excited to see what my new wardrobe is going to look like. Anyways, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Give me a like if you like it. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more. And let me know your thoughts and ideas on the top 5 bags that I think are absolutely necessary in every woman's closet. Let me know if you agree. If you don't agree, let me know why. I'm here to have an open debate about it. I'm not shy. Um, Anyways, I'll see you in the next one where we'll talk about whether or not I make that purchase on that soft speedy 30 or if I get that on my side. All right, let me know. I'll see you next time.